Hey guys, Corey and Meredith here. Just want to give you a little update. First of all, we want to thank everybody for partnering with us because, you know, we say it all the time, but it's so true. We couldn't do what we do without you. And so you're so important to us. You're always on our hearts and in our prayers. And we just want to give you a real heartfelt, again, thank you for praying for us and the encouragement you send and standing with us financially as well. So thank you. But we are right now preparing. We've got 2 weeks left and we're going to be heading to Mexico for 2 months. And we're really excited about that. You know, we're excited about that we're doing it as a family. And we are also doing it with a team. And so our team right now is in preparation to go.
Lots of prep.
There's 29 of us on our Mexico team. And just to give you a little context, 10 of those 29 are adults, and 19 of those 29 are children, starting from infant
to 17
up
years
to 17.
old.
So just imagine the dynamics of our team. So 2/3 kids, 1/3 parent. But, you know, this is what the Family DTS was all about. And it's not just that the kids, you know, we learn how to keep them quiet while we do ministry. It's like all about how do we do this as a family together. So we're really being stretched in a lot of ways. That's been glorious.
Which is what we love. This is what we signed up for. This is what we signed up for. We signed up for our hearts to be broken for the least of these, and we wanted to learn how to do this as a community. And so it's really interesting. It's really interesting what it shakes down to. The foundation of all of this is, can we learn to love each other well? And it's beautiful. It's a journey that's beautiful, and there's so many dynamics to it. But we're hungry for it, and we're excited for it, and it's complicated, messy, and beautiful.
Yeah, so it's been really good, you know. And
really
how do we keep the kids engaged, and how do we bring out the best in them and have them participate? And so anyway, it's all that stuff, and we're finding out, you know, how important it is to have safety. Heart safety in your team so that it brings out the best of everybody.
Where the weak are.
Well, you know, one way that we say it is that tenderness towards others' weakness is the rule. So like if somebody shows, you know, vulnerability in any way, like we come around that and champion that and cover them and encourage them. It's not something to be afraid of or to draw back from. And that's how you build, you know, community. That's how you build real unity.
And that's how people bloom. And so what a journey. What a journey. We're all in it together, doing it back and forth and loving each other. And it's exciting. It's good. A lot of prep, though. A lot of prep.
A lot of prep. I keep moving because there's these flies keep biting me on the legs right now. So anyway, that's why I'm doing the jig back here. So yeah, the two things that we're focused on primarily is team building. So that's been, you know, an area that Meredith and I really have a heart for that.
Totally.
So we've been able to engage a lot with our team on strategies to enhance vulnerability and give open doors for people to share their heart and get to know one another well.
And so strengthen them.
Yeah, and strengthen each other in our weak areas and vice versa. So it's been a lot of fun. But then the other area is preparing for the actual outreach itself in Mexico.
Yeah.
And one of the things we talked about as a team the other day, which was really encouraging and enlightening, is the fact that we want to go and not impose our own values and impose our own will upon the indigenous people that are there, but rather it's like, you know how each individual person has been created with an original design given by God, and when they operate in that original identity, it's their best. It's the best of who they are, and they reach their destiny by doing that. So the same thing's true of any people group. And so that was kind of a shift in my mind. I was like, yeah, that's right. So when we look at the villages that we're going to be going to and the areas that we're going, you know, God has an original design for not only Mexico as a whole, as a nation, but also for these different villages and cities and areas that we're going to go. We want to go there with the Lord's eyes to see them as He originally intended, and say, okay, Lord, what's the gold in this area? You know, what's their original design? How can we come alongside them and serve them in that? And of course, you know, teach and preach about Jesus and lead them to you. But also beyond that, you know, there's a number of people there that are already churched. It's like, how do we come alongside them and then bring out the best in them?
To build relationship with them, for longevity. It's a long-term relationship that we can learn from each other.
Yeah, so it's cool because YWAM, they have the long-term goal in mind. So it's like wave after team going there and just imparting what each unique team has to impart and then leaving,
Yes.
But really sowing that YWAM DNA into the communities and then seeing them develop and grow. And so we're excited about how that's going to work, and we're going to keep you guys updated on that because our journey is your journey. And so I'm really thankful that we get to do this together.
Yeah.
And the fruit that we get to see in Mexico is going to be fruit that you guys have sowed into.
And you share with.
Yeah. So anyway, we love you guys. Just wanted to give you this little update. We love the
Pray for
encouragement
us.
that you send. And yeah, you can be praying for us. Big one would be for our team, that we
Yes.
really have every wall, removed so that we can be really unified with our team. That would be a big one. Pray for our kids, the 19 kids that are going with us, that they would be fully engaged with what's going on. And then also the people that we're going to visit, that they would have, open hearts to receive us, and that we would be able to see them the way that God sees them. So just know that you're always on our hearts and in our prayers. And we always pray for you, that the Father himself would bless you and keep you, that he would make his glorious face to shine down upon you and be gracious to you, that he would lift up his countenance upon every one of you and your kids and give you shalom, spirit, soul, and body. So in the name of Jesus, we bless you.
We're looking forward to talking to you again.